Hello everyone and welcome to Pilates with Helen. Grab your mat and let's get started with a quick warm-up. So we're going to start by bringing the feet together, separate the toes, open them up, come up onto the balls of your feet, straighten up the toes and then gently settle down onto the heels. And that gives you a sense of having your feet hip distance apart. Soften the knees, rock the pelvis forwards and backwards. We're looking for neutral pelvis, somewhere in the middle. And draw the belly button in towards the spine, so really tighten up those core muscles. Lifting up through the crown of our head. We're lifting the chest, pulling the shoulders back and down the spine, and have the arms nice and relaxed at your side. So let's start with a nice big inhale, raising the arms up, and exhale to float the arms down. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift, and exhale down. We'll do two more. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Last one, inhale and exhale. We're going to reverse, take the arms wide and float the arms down. So it's an inhale and exhale. Two more. One more to go. And relax. So from here we're going to do a nice lateral stretch, reaching over to bend in the waist and then crunch. So stretch and crunch. We'll do two more. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Good. Take it down for a squat, sitting back on the heels and lifting up nice and tall through the spine. So take an inhale and an exhale. Two more of these. Last one here. Good. And then we'll do that lateral stretch on the other side. Reach and then crunch, reach, crunch. We've got two more. And let's get started. So take it down onto the mat. We're going to come down to all fours. Ensuring that your hands are positioned underneath your shoulder and that the knee is underneath the hip. Okay, so starting in neutral spine, which means that my spine is neither rounded nor dipped. It's somewhere in the middle, so we're going to scoop the belly button in towards the spine. So we're working against gravity, lift it in. Okay, chin to chest. Start with your inhale, rounding the spine into a cat stretch. Pull the tummy muscles in and exhale. Let's take the spine in the opposite direction into a cow stretch. So stick the butt out, dip the spine, lift the head. Inhale into cat, rounding the spine. And exhale into your cow stretch. We're just warming the spine up. Inhale into cat. Exhale into your cow position. And your last one here, take an inhale, rounding the spine. And exhale to dip the spine. Coming back to neutral spine and we'll take it all the way down onto the mat. So we're going to have our arms extended and our legs extended, about shoulder width apart, about hip distance apart. Nose down towards the mat, we're going to work across the back muscles. So starting with your inhale, on the exhale you're going to raise the right arm and the left leg at the same time. Inhale as you gently drop it down to the mat and then switch sides, breathing out as you lift and breathing in to come down. So you're working the muscles across the back, scooping the abdominals in nice and tight, so think about really lifting the tummy muscles off the mat. Working the shoulders, the glutes and the hips. So it's just a nice gentle exercise for the back. And we're not lifting the leg too high because we don't want the hips to lift off the mat and for the body to twist, so keep the hips down on the mat. And we're going to do two more each side, breathing out as you lift. Also think about lengthening through the body. And one more each side. And the last one here. And relax. Just sit back into child's pose, sitting back on the heels, extending the arms and just releasing the back. And bring it back down to the mat. Okay, placing the hands roughly just above your shoulders, little finger and elbows contained within the mat. So I'm going to give you some modifications here. So if you're a beginner, nose down towards the mat, and you can just start by lifting your right leg and then lifting your left leg. So inhale to start and exhale as you lift the legs. So you're focusing on the lower back muscles, your glutes and your hips. If you're feeling up to it, you can raise both legs at the same time. That gives you a little bit more of a workout. You could do 2 singles and 1 double. Keeping the upper body nice and relaxed, we're not needing it at the moment, so just relax the shoulders, keep the shoulders down. And those that are up for more of a workout, we can lift the upper body as well. So what we can do is lift the upper body and the legs. We can extend the arms, squeeze the shoulders back, and then drop it down to the mat. So we're breathing out as we lift, extend the arms, keep the legs lifted if you're able to, and inhale as you bring it back down to the floor. So really strengthening the back muscles. Try and keep your face down towards the mat so there's no kinks in the spine. Scooping the abdominals in nice and tight. Let's just do 2 more here. Breathing out, extend, squeeze the arms back, drop it down with an inhale. Last one here. And then ease it back into a child's pose. So you're just releasing those muscles. And back down into cobra, so this is our extension for the spine. Again, placing the hands just above your shoulders, little finger and elbow aligned with the edges of your mat. What we don't want is this, so the elbow's sticking out. My legs are about hip distance apart, nose down towards the mat. You're going to begin with an inhale, and on the exhale, just gently push down onto the hands and lift up. So you're lifting up as high as you feel comfortable. So as long as you're feeling that spine extending and the muscles in the small of the back, you're feeling those working. So you breathe out as you lift, scooping the abdominals in tight as you lift. And breathing in as you come down. So try and relax your glutes, your legs and your feet, dropping the shoulders down. And the head is just lifting. With those shoulders, you're neither looking up nor down. Breathing out as you lift, extending the spine. Breathing in to come down. And this is really great for the spine because we're always bending forwards. Inhale to bring it back down to the mat. We'll do 2 more of these. Shoulders relaxed. And 1 more. And breathing out as you lift. And breathing in as you bring it down. So, into your child's pose. Wrap your arms round at your sides. And just breathe. And on each exhale, just allow the body, the back, the neck and the shoulders to relax. And then you're going to gently roll yourself up. And we're going to come into our T-stand position. So, I like to start on the knees. You're going to take the right leg out to the side. So it's in line with your hip. And then gently drop down onto the hands, spreading the fingers so you've got plenty of balance. Okay, so I've got my leg extended. What we're going to do is take the arm over the head. And then as you bring the arm down, you're going to lift the leg. So the leg remains about hip height. A lot of people do this, which is a little shortcut, and it is a shortcut. So what we want to do, folks, is make sure that your leg remains in line with your hip. So it doesn't have to come up as high as mine, even if you do this, but the important thing is it stays in line with the hip and doesn't come forward. So let's try 8. Take the arm over the head, begin with an inhale. Exhale, drop the arm down, raise the leg. Inhale back over, exhale. Take an inhale and an exhale. Tummy muscles pulled in nice and tight. We're feeling the glutes working, the hips working. We've got 3 more. And 2 more. Last one. And relax, well done, good. All the way down onto the mat now. Extend both legs if you're able to. Stacking the feet, the knees and the hips. So you can either choose to relax down here as we're just working the leg, or those that want to work the core muscles as well, you can come up onto the point of your elbow. It will challenge your balance. We're going to take this arm away. And what we're going to do is point it forward and flex in the middle. Point it back, flex in the middle. Point forward, flex, point back, flex. Really getting into the glutes and the hips. Keep scooping those abdominals in tight to keep your core muscles active. Let's do 4 more. So it's a flex in the middle, point in front, and a point behind. Let's do 2 more. Trying to keep nice and still. Keep our balance. And just stack the legs. Coming all the way down onto the mat, resting the head on the arm. Scoot the feet slightly forward, and we're looking to relax this shoulder and close our ribs down. So in other words, we don't want to be popping our chest up, we want to actually be more of a banana shape. Hands on the floor for support. What we're going to do here is start with an inhale, and on the exhale you're going to raise both legs. Hold it here and just breathe. Top leg lift for 4 and press. 3 and press. 2 more. 1 more. Hold the top leg here. Bottom leg comes down. Squeeze it up. Down and squeeze. And we've got 2 more. Keep going. You've got this. Drop both legs down and squeeze up. You're feeling it in the hips, the glutes, the waist and the lower back. Let's just do 1 more. And relax, well done. Okay, let's scoot ourselves over to the other side. Start on the knees into our T-stand position. And you're going to take the other leg out to the side. Ease it down, spread the fingers. Take the arm over the head, so the arm comes down to meet the leg. So no cheating and reaching forward. Let's start with a nice big inhale and exhale as you lift. Inhale back over. Exhale, squeeze. Really feel those glutes working. Even the supporting glute is working. Hips are working. 4 and 3. Last 2. You've nailed it. 1 more. And relax. Well done. Let's bring it down to the floor. Okay, stacking the legs, one on top of the other. You can either rest your head down onto the mat, we're just working the legs here, but if you want to work the core muscles, then I suggest you bring it up to the point of your elbow. And then we're going to take this arm away. Okay, have your bottom foot flexed. If it's pointed, it's easy to lose your balance here. So flex the bottom foot. We're going to point it forward. Flex in the middle, point behind. Flex. So again, working the hips and those glutes. Just breathe. So flexing and pointing, so activating different muscles in your legs. So we'll do 4, 3, and 2. And your last one. And just stack legs. Bring it down to the mat. Resting the head on the arm. Scoot the feet slightly forward. Relax the shoulder. Close the ribs down towards the feet. Hands on the floor for support. You'll feel it in the waist, the lower back, the hips and glutes. Okay, let's start with an inhale. As you exhale, lift both legs. Hold it. Just breathe. Top leg lifts for 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. Hold it there. Bottom leg down. Squeeze that inner thigh. Down and squeeze. You've got 2 more. 1 more. Drop both legs down. Squeeze them both up. Nice and controlled. All about the quality with Pilates. You've got 2 more. Last one. and relax. Okay, all right, so I'm going to just roll it over here, coming onto my back. Okay, nice exercise for the core. We'll also work the hip flexors and work the shoulders with this exercise. So what we need to ensure to start with is that the back stays connected to the mat, okay? So notice I'm going to start with by doing this the wrong way. So as the arms go over the head, I'm starting to lose control because my chest has popped up and I've got a great big gap underneath my back. So I've lost control here. What I need to do is a little pelvic tilt to make sure I've got my back connected down onto the mat. So now notice that when I take my arms over the head, my torso isn't moving. So that's when I've gained full control. So if you want to start with a couple of these, just to make sure that your body isn't moving, and then we'll crack on. So what we do here is Pilates leg slide. You're going to slide your right leg along the mat and extend the arms. Inhale as you bring it back to the start. Like a prep down the mat. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. Breathe out as you extend the left leg, keep the spine down. Inhale as you bring it back to the start. So keep that spine down. Pull the tummy muscles in nice and tight, and you can really feel the core muscles working. So your tummy muscles, your back muscles, your hips and glutes are working here. Shoulders are working. Keep squeezing and lengthening. So lengthen through the spine as you take the arms over the head. We'll do one more each side. I like this exercise. And one more here. And just hug the knees into the chest. Circle the legs around. Get that nice massage going in the spine. Okay, so legs into tabletop now. Relax your arms at your side. Keep the shoulders relaxed, drop the shoulders down. Begin with an inhale, and on the exhale, tap your right foot down towards the end of your mat. Inhale as you bring it back up. Left leg tap. Keep squeezing those abdominals in. Nothing else is moving other than this leg. Breathe out to tap. Breathing in to come back. You're working your hips, you're working your glutes, you're working your abs. Breathe out to tap. Breathe in to come back. And we'll just do one more each side. Keep scooping those abs in. I know I'm on repeat, but it needs to be said. Bring the legs back, stay in this tabletop position, 90 degrees with the legs. Interlace the hands behind the head. We're taking as much of our head weight in our hands. Elbows in your peripheral vision. We're going to do a curl up. So start with your inhale. On the exhale, we're just going to curl up. Inhale as you bring it down to the mat with control. Scoop those abdominals in. So you're working the rectus abdominals, also known as your six-pack muscle. Scooping the abs in, breathing out on the effort, and breathing in as you come down. Keeping those elbows out at the side, so you're not tempted to pull on your neck. Let's do 4 more of these. Breathe out. Breathing in. Breathing out. We'll do 2 more. You have 1 more to go. And relax. Well done. Okay, so arms down at your side, still remaining in our tabletop position. We're going to hip rolls, another favourite of mine. So zip the knees and the thighs together. Start with your inhale and drop the knees down to the side, stacking the knees one on top of the other. And exhale, scooping the abs in and pull it back to the centre. Do the same on the other side. Take an inhale and exhale as you draw it back to the centre. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Now the goal with this one is to keep the upper body nice and still. So if the shoulders start to lift off the mat, then just don't take the legs so far. So you need to keep those shoulders down on the mat. It's an inhale to the side, scoop the abs in, and exhale to the centre. And your modification, if you feel this too challenging, is to drop the feet down onto the mat, keep the knees zipped together. Again, same movement, same breath pattern. exhale to bring it back to the center. Inhale to the side. So here, the spine's getting a nice twist. You're working your oblique muscles down the side of the waist. Controlling the upper part of the body. Still scooping those abdominals in, nice and tight. Let's just do one more each side. Take a nice inhale and an exhale to return. And the last one here. And hug those knees into the chest. Have a little circle round. Okay, put the feet down. Pop your right ankle onto the knee. Arms relax at your side. Just allow the knee to come down towards the floor. Actually take your arms out a little bit wider. Lift the hips and the waist off the mat as you just allow the knee to come down as close to the floor as you can. Gently pull it back to the center, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So take the foot down towards the floor as close as possible. That nice stretch around the hips and the glutes and the waist as you roll over. Shoulders remaining nice and flat on the mat. And then we're going to lift that foot up off the mat, go through the gap, hug it in, hold in at the back of the thigh so you get that nice stretch around those glutes. And let's do the same on the other side. So arms wide, drop the left ankle onto the knee. We'll start with the foot this time, gently drop it down to the side, keeping those shoulders facing the ceiling, the sky, allowing the hips and the glutes to lift off the mat, and then gently return it back to the start position, and we'll do the same on the other side. Easing down, nice and slowly, and then pull it back to the start position. We're going to lift the foot off the mat, go through the gap, pull it in, get that stretch in the glutes. And relax. So you can either roll onto your side or rock yourself up to seated. And we just finished with bringing the feet together. So just hold onto the feet, the front of the feet, and gently ease forward. So you get a nice stretch around the hips and the base of the spine. So chin to chest, and just come down as close to the floor as you're able to manage, just as long as you're feeling that stretch. And gently bring yourself up. Cross the legs over, or get yourself nice and comfortable. So take the arms out to the side. Spine is nice and tall. Let's take an inhale, bringing the palms together. And exhale as you drop the arms down at your side. Let's do it again. Inhale, lift, bring the palms together. Straightening up the spine. Exhale as you drop it down. Let's do one more. And you're going to float your right arm down onto the mat. Ease across that nice stretch in the waist, feeling so good. Take your free hand behind the head. We're going to twist and look up towards the elbow to get a good stretch around the shoulder and upper back. And then we'll switch sides over to the other side, feeling that stretch in the waist. Then you're going to take your free hand behind the head, twist and look up towards your elbow. And release, just roll the shoulders. Loosen up the shoulders and in the opposite direction. And there you're done. Have a great day, keep practicing, and head over to my YouTube channel to see more videos. Bye for now.